What's going on, guys, and welcome once again to our channel, Cool Case Adventures. Your Central Florida family happens to be here at Universal Studios, and in this video, guys, we're going to take you around the park to show you this week's new construction update for Halloween Horror Nights, and to share some of the behind the scenes that Universal shared, some of the information in UK. So we're gonna basically catch you up to speed of everything that's happening here for Halloween Horror Nights. Anyways, I'm super excited. How you feel so far?
I'm starting to get excited.
How about you?
Still feel the same.
Still feel the same. Kalel is not excited about this year's event, just so you guys know. But anyway, guys, if you enjoy this type of content, theme park content, Universal Studios, Disney, and even some cruising, we highly suggest that you stick around because we have a bunch to show you. And for everything Halloween Horror Nights, this is the channel to watch. And also, guys, we suggest that you
subscribe and smash that like button
if we're sharing any valuable content with you. Family, are we ready?
Yes.
Awesome, because I am. So what are we waiting on?
Let's go. But wait, Mom, hit the intro.
Mom, hit it. Oh, you guys know that first we gotta share everything that's happening here by the entrance in Universal Studios. So starting over right behind me with all the lights, it's like every time that we come here, they keep putting more lights and more lights. I think last time that we were here last week, Karen counted 18. This is definitely more than 18. And not only that, we're seeing lights over there, and we're seeing lights basically down, right there. I don't know if you guys can see it, right behind that light pole. So everything is pointing into this direction. We're also seeing light right up there, right behind the palm tree. So all those lights have been added since last week. I just want to point out that at the time of recording, nothing newer has been installed over here yet. We showed you last week that light and that light. And actually they only put that light on top of today's cafe. They installed that light on top of today's cafe. That's the only light that I'm seeing. But one thing for sure, Universal has actually shown the official logo for this year Halloween Horror Nights. But we believe it's the official logo. They did it on a press conference out in the UK. And we got this information thanks to Darren Scott, who actually shared this on Twitter. So kids, not only we have this year's Halloween Horror Night logo, which it seems that it has the eyes of Otis, which is pretty freaky at the same time. But the eyes of Otis, I show it to you in a second, actually kind of like has something to do with one of the scare zone announcements that they did this week, which is gonna be here in the main entrance. It's basically Duality of Fear. That's how it's called, Duality of Fear.
Can we see it?
Yeah. So once you see this, you could actually see a little bit the eye of Otis if you actually look at it.
We both like, ugh.
Yeah. So that's basically what it could possibly be this year's icon. And normally it goes from here all the way to right in front of the Universe store. Kyla happens to be staring at the eye of Otis.
There's two eyes.
Exactly. So that basically has to do, that's what people are saying. People are pointing it out, that it may have to do with that new scare zone, that Duality of Fear. So
what body part is it? Never mind.
That's just the eye. That's the logo. But if
it has a mouth.
If you notice, look at the eye. It makes you look at, it seems like the two heads of the Duality of Fear. You know what I mean? When you put it back to back. So that's what people are saying. But anyway, we got the logo from a UK press conference, and Universal announced officially that scare zone here at the main entrance. So one thing to remember, the Duality of Fear is gonna be from this section over here pretty much to like a little bit after the Universe store, and it may stop here at the Minion Land entrance. Towards the end of the video, once we make the final loop, we're gonna show you another scare zone that Universal has announced here for Hollywood. We'll show you the scare zone, explain it to you, and show you all the updates done for the construction in here in Hollywood Boulevard. So we happen to be here in the New York area, and definitely this whole stage is brand new. As a matter of fact, we discovered through some images shared earlier this week, this scare zone was gonna come here to New York, and it's called Torture Fair. So basically, not like a circus, like medieval time kind of like. So I'm gonna show you an image that was shared to via Twitter on the UK press conference, and based on that concept art, we can clearly see these trees over here. They obviously let everybody to believe once it was released that this is definitely coming here to New York.
That looks cool.
It does look cool. I tell you what, this year's scare zones, all of them look pretty awesome. Imagine when you're in the back on those times and you're being tortured. So if you actually notice on the stage, based on the images, you will be able to see. You will gonna be able to see some of the things that they're gonna be torturing people on stage.
Right,
so all of this,
and the 2 chairs you sit there.
we may witnessing people getting tortured here on stage. Obviously, maybe like mannequin and such. So pretty cool detail that Universal shared.
Peasants bleeding out.
Pretty much.
It's gonna be peasants running.
So far, the thing that has been installed here for this stage is are the speaker. No lighting or such yet. But I can see in the next week they're going to be adding different things here in New York, including those lighting. And talking about lighting, check this out. I hope you guys are able to see those string lights. They are color red and yellow. They got multiple string lights across from building to building.
And from the picture, like Kings and Queens, outfit was yellow and red.
Yellow and red, yeah. So definitely matching the scare zone. That's kind of cool, right? To see. They have string lights over there, string lights over here, all yellow and red. Also here on Diagon Alley, they actually done the string lights. They happen to be red, no red and yellow like that one in New York. And you can guarantee it sounds and it seems like this year, once again, they will be probably using this area for another photo booth. Last year used to be the food booth for The Last of Us. And talking about food booth, Universal actually has released, I guess secretly, because they didn't put it anywhere. It showed up on the website. 2 specialty items that you will be able to find on premiere night, which is on the 29th of August. You have to buy the very expensive ticket, which is like $350 to be there. Karen and I will be there, but you will be able to find these 2 new exclusive food, and one of them is the poison apple and the other one is the heartbeat tostada. So I'm gonna basically show it over there. It showed up out of nowhere on the website, but it hasn't been announced by Universal yet. Kind of crazy,
just
right?
For you guys.
Right. Now here right behind Fast and Furious Supercharged, we are gonna be able to find Major Sweet Candy Factory, and based on what it was shared on the actual PR event in the UK, they shared with us one of the characters. One of those characters, his name is Daffy. And I don't know, Kyla is looking at him for the first time. Let's see what she thinks so far about
That looks nasty.
Daffy.
That looks nasty.
He reminds me of Leatherface.
He reminds me of it was like a butcher.
Like a butcher?
Yeah.
So,
Oh, he has dots on the side of his face. They're colored. They're like candy. That's gross.
yeah, so anyway, this is supposed to be a prequel to whatever happened during the scare zone. You know how on the scare zone the kids were going nuts after eating the candy?
Oh, yeah.
This is supposed to explain us
that.
what happens on that right before that.
He's a worker that accidentally just got messed up.
Right. Now we're gonna take you to the unofficial announced scare zone announcement because
Oh, look, the tarp's off.
Universal actually announced it last night as a teaser, and I sarcastically say unofficial because yesterday they actually put one of the stages in here. After it was out, they decided to cover it after people took pictures of it, and then last night Universal released a teaser. It was like late night, and then after that, this morning they put another stage similar to this, and they finally uncovered. So, any guess of what is this?
I'm gonna guess maybe the Blumhouse.
Blumhouse.
Maybe.
Just a little bit.
Blumhouse. You can see it by the actual font.
The house?
The font of the Blumhouse company. But what it makes it very weird, in my opinion, why in the San Francisco area when this is super crowded over here. So Blumhouse, just picture this, the black phone. Picture a Megan walking around here. All those Blumhouse characters, Happy Death Day. Can you imagine people trying to take pictures over here? I mean, I say was last year, people were telling you that you need to move on.
I was just thinking about that.
It was too
this
crowded.
is like the smallest scare zone, and you have the most popular characters in the smallest scare
I feel
zone.
like this should have actually been in Hollywood.
Agreed.
Because you could spread them out better.
And you can have more characters.
I don't know. I don't think this was the best decisions by Universal yet. And on top of that, you know, Chess Alcatraz, we talked about that in the last video. Chess Alcatraz is supposed to open after Horror Night because they're behind, and this whole thing is almost on the way. So I don't know. I don't know the logistics of it, but one thing that they actually did, look, they ended up adding more speakers. So the lighting was there, but the speakers now are added all around here. So anyway, this is the Blumhouse. I imagine that over there, that tower is gonna be on stage as well. And this is the part of the video that want to take advantage and say, first of all, thank you guys. Thank you. Because of you, we actually made it to 5,000 subscribers. So here's the next goal, 6,000. Let's go with 6,000.
I was about to say 10, but
Well, 10 is the overall goal. Help us get there, guys. First of all, thank you for getting us there. Second of all, help us to the next one, 6,000 subscribers. If you have not subscribed, it's for free. And also, if you want to help us, you know, with some of the expenses of the channel, consider becoming a YouTube member for only $4.99. That helps us paying the expenses. So when we come here to Horror Night, for example, we're going to be trying all the food, all the drinks, and sharing that with you. Also, we're planning to go to California. Another expense that you could help us with in terms of, let's try some food, some drinks over there. That's basically what it does to the channel. Help us paying for things that we put back to the video. So if you can consider that $4.99, and one of the perks is that we also give you early access to our videos. That's one of the good perks. But until then, hitting like and subscribing, both of those things are for free, and we greatly appreciate that. The other new thing that they added is this cover for the trusses. Same material, same color at the Blumhouse big sign. So now they're covering. This is made out of wood, or I guess no, it was laminated. Attempted to be laminated. You can see it over there.
Yep.
But this is how they're covering the trusses. So obviously they could keep throwing cables and all that. So it's like a facade to hide everything that's going on in here. And that's the kind of like tower that I was referring to. It makes it seem like some kind of stage or something.
I think there's going to be more stages coming, because no way this is it.
Right?
I really hope this is not it.
So we're going to get to see all the most popular character from Blumhouse. That's what
I'm excited.
I'm imagining, which I love. I'm a fan of Blumhouse.
I'm excited.
But the question is, once again, is this the right area?
No.
So I think
Universal's acting a little slow, especially how they announced it, because we already knew before they announced it where it was going to
Well, hold on. It hasn't even announced. They said it's a teaser. Obviously, all these trusses are missing stuff still. So it will be interesting. And that first stage that we show you is what they put yesterday. And this is the stage that they actually did for today. So Universal went ahead and said, hey, here's the teaser. And then that was their solution of, okay, let's put another stage and we don't have to cover it. But I don't know. So some of the decisions that sometimes they make, I don't know, I question it, because this is gonna be probably, if not one, it's gonna be the most popular scare zone because of the popularity of their movie. So not the brightest idea to do it over here.
Miscommunication, I feel like, but it's okay.
But
There's not much we can do now.
You remember last year when people would slow down over here and you had team members telling guests, you need to keep moving, you need to keep moving?
Yeah.
They wouldn't even, at one point, they wouldn't even allow you to take pictures. You gotta keep moving.
And plus, there's the bar back here with the characters that sometimes can get really crowded.
Oh,
too.
the Peacock Bar, that's an excellent point, Carlo. The Peacock Bar is supposed to return behind Lombard, right in this area, and it does get very slammed. I don't know what Universal was thinking. So here by the Peacock Bar, nothing new. The bar is not actually installed. The only thing that it has been done is the lighting. They actually put some lighting on the different trusses, as you can see over there. And there's another lighting over there. Soon you're gonna see the bar being installed in here. And back here, don't forget that the rumor has it, like we mentioned in the last video, this is gonna be one of the Stain and Scream zone. So for the Sweet Mayor Candy Factory, you, instead of doing it behind Richter's, you're gonna come over here. So that's the lighting right there, and lighting in that section over there. So we happen to be here on Nocturne Alley now, inside Diagon Alley, where you can see some of the boxes have been installed here for the Death Eaters. Now, if you haven't been here, or last year you haven't been here, they do this like they did last year. Good luck trying to catch up with the Death Eaters.
They're fast here.
They're fast. They don't stand around for pictures. You have to chase them around. So these boxes, you can see, apparently there's for lighting, and the one next to it, definitely a speaker. Outside of Nocturne Alley right now, as you can see, there's a box over there. And clearly, as you can see, the front of this is like a mesh style of material. That one is for a speaker. This one definitely on the bottom is gonna be having some lighting. So more Death Eater props around Diagon Alley. All right, guys, so we're towards the back of the park. This is where Nightmare Fuel is gonna be. We talked about that in the last video, but right behind MIB, there's an actual tent. And that was the final announcement made by Universal. It was made, I think it was yesterday. And this is for the Monster Eternal Bloodlines. And quite honestly, this is the house that I'm the most excited about.
Yeah, me too.
So basically, this is what Universal says: get caught in an epic battle, for dominance, as Saskia Van Helsing and the Bride of Frankenstein go up against Dracula's daughter and her monstrous mavens, She-Wolf and Anaxanamun. So we're gonna see some fights, and this is all about girl power. And who better?
Girl power.
Who better than Kyla to love all of it, everything about girl power?
I really like this. I really like this house just because of the storyline and the characters, and of course I like that they're all females.
And in this section, assuming based on the speculation map, there's a tent back here, and that one is gonna be for Goblin Fist. Now, the only reason why I want to talk about Goblin Fist really quick, Kyla, is because in the UK press conference, they actually showed us some of the goblins, and they look pretty interesting. So Kyla's watching it for the first time. I'll let you see her reaction.
They look like they came out of a cartoon.
Yeah, they look pretty interesting.
Do we know the story, or it's just goblins?
Of course we know the story.
Yeah, I want to know what's the
You're
story
gonna
about
be
this.
invited, and they're gonna eat you. That's basically what's gonna happen.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. So
They hate annoying children, so.
pretty much.
Yeah.
That's the first house that I'm taking you on, Khalil.
No, Khalil's definitely gonna not survive that house first.
Okay, so the next stop happens to be here by the new DreamWorks area. Normally they do have 2 tents back here. I'm assuming they're gonna use this whole area this year as it's open. And starting with Lauder Cinema 2, and the first character there, we already seen, but they in the UK press conference they actually showed us a second character which is called Mardi Gras Murders, and it does look pretty interesting, so I'm gonna let Kyle and Khalil look at both characters. Kyle and Khalil are now so on top of the news like I normally can be.
Dude, like his entire face is stitched on.
So you're seeing the first.
I don't like clowns.
The first character on the left is the first one that it was introduced, and the second one is the first time that we're actually seeing him. So what do you guys thought?
I feel like I've seen him before somewhere, but I just don't like how it's like all skin and it's like all like stitched together.
Yeah.
It looks scary for sure.
It looks scary, huh? So anyway, we're gonna be going to Slaughter Cinema, watching different style of movies, right? And then the next house in this area happens to be, I think it's gonna be on the right-hand side of where we're standing at. It's gonna be the Museum Deadly Exhibits. Now, the only thing that they showed us on the UK press conference, it is something that's called the Rotten Stone. So this is the Rotten Stone. I'm gonna let Kyle and Khalil see it again.
It's gonna come to life.
You're gonna see their reaction to it. Again, it's a very interesting concept. Now we're gonna be putting a video.
Is that a character?
Apparently, we're gonna be actually making a video going over the last speculation map, showing you everything one by one and explaining every single one in detail. So make sure you watch that video. We're gonna post this video first, and then we're gonna record the next one.
Right now, this is not the strongest.
Not the strongest. It hasn't caught your attention at all.
I feel like the next video we'll find out what this is actually about.
Okay.
But right now, it doesn't seem like it's
No, it looks kind of weak to you.
weak right now. I feel like it could change.
All right, so now let's head to the next scare zone, and then we end with the last scare zone that has been announced. So now we're walking into Swamp of the Undead. One thing that I'm realizing is that right off the bat, they actually added more signs over here. Pardon our dust, we're in the process of transforming our park for Universal Orlando's Halloween Horror Nights, the nation's premier Halloween event. So basically, they don't want people standing there. They added this over here that wasn't here last week. And right after we filmed our video last week, they decided to add, I guess this is like what, like a tree house, kind of?
With no tree.
With a broken ladder, I guess. So that'll be interesting to see. I want to see how they're going to be using this house over here.
House?
Yeah, well, house meaning here in the scare zone on Swamp of the Dead.
How are they going to scare us from up there? That will be the question.
They could be using some kind of gun and shooting you with air or something like that. Soon we're gonna be seeing the triggers.
So imagine it's the people who are stretched with string that can like jump out.
Oh, that will be awesome! Yeah. Now that we're walking by Cafe La Bamba, I just noticed the string lights. These ones are orange. Those string lights over there. I'm seriously wondering what Beetlejuice is up to over there. He's like trying to hide or something over there. Hope you guys can see him. Funny as usual. So we happen to be here in Hollywood. The first thing I'm noticing are the speakers. The speakers have been installed. You can see the cable for the power from the building to the speaker going down for lighting as well. But that brings me to the last scare zone announcement, which it happens to be Demon Queens. This is why Universal said, get caught in the other worldly hellscape ripped from the darkest concerns of your mind. 4 merciless queens loyal to surreal rule, surrounded by hordes of fanatical followers. So that's basically what it is. The last house announcement, Demon Queen. So sounds again, this is the year of women power. So this little girl, if you're like this little girl who is all about women power, you must be thrilled.
Demon Queen. What's that? I need more. I want more.
Hey kids. So I seen some comments and some almost confirmation that the tribute store is closing this year in September 3rd, by the way.
Is that before Halloween?
Right? No, that's during the beginning of Halloween Horror Nights, which it means, where do you think the next tribute store is going to be?
On the other side.
By New York.
My favorite spot.
And after all the announcements, I was wondering if they have new merchandise, but nothing. They still have the Insidious merchandise in here. You will think that they will start showing basically the Scare Zones merch and stuff like that. Nothing yet. But one thing, they still have all of the other merchandise in here. Pretty much almost all sizes are available still.
Oh, let me back.
Alrighty guys, today you have it here from Universal Studios, where we gave you all the most recent updates onto the day of recording for the construction for Halloween Horror Nights. I can guarantee you by the time that this video drop, or you watch it possibly tomorrow, there's a bunch of other things out there, because it's hard to keep up with all the construction updates. So far, are you excited for what you've seen so far?
Now I'm excited.
Okay, Kalel.
I'm excited.
Okay.
Ish.
We're changing Kalel little by little. Slowly but surely.
Now that I know all the houses, I'm getting more excited.
He's getting more excited. Anyway, guys, so we're actually going to record another video going over the final speculation map, giving you more details. So make sure you watch that video, our next video. Anyway, guys, sadly, this adventure has ended. With that said, we got to remind everybody to
subscribe
and smash that like button, turn above notifications.
Bing, 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 and feel free to comment down below as number 2.
Smile out, be great,
be cool,
and stay awesome. See you guys next adventure. Bye guys. Boom.
Boom.
See ya.
Bye.